Hi, I'm Bob Troush, a founding member of CHAT, Chico Housing Action Team, and I'm here today to talk about magnets. We know in our own community we have many people who are transients. Chico Housing Action Team does not deal with them. We deal with people in our community that have been here for a very long time. We have housed many people, over 100 people from our streets into housing. Each and every one of those people pays for that space that they're in those homes. Our job is to find people who have had crisis in their life, and we can help them reintegrate back into society, stabilize them in a home that they are paying for. In this beautiful community right here, we have several homes that have people living in them that had formerly been on the street. No one knows where they are. We well manage all of these homes, and again, the people in this area do not know where those houses are.
You know, you look around and you go, how could you not love it? And we do. Emerald Village has been fabulous for the neighborhood. Almost everyone, that fear of, oh, is this going to be a magnet, disappears. Like, no, this is great. This is actually housing for people. This isn't a magnet. This isn't anything like that. And you know, like I said, I live right up the street, and I would say that since building started on this, those nuisance level crimes have actually decreased.
My name is Pete Kearns. I'm a retired police chief from the city of Eugene, and there's been no relationship between crime and the presence of those places. So where we manage services that are provided, manage them responsibly, there's no relationship between crime and caring for people who would like to be off the street.
Hey, I just want to welcome you to Hope Village. We're so excited about this place, what we've been able to produce here, and what good it is for the community. And I'd like to show you around a little bit. When you come to Hope Village, you have to get permission to go through the gate. So we have a gate watch here, and we've already gotten permission to go in. So we're just going to go right on inside. Follow us. We've got this place surrounded with a white fence. We wanted it to look good for the community. We wanted the people that live here to feel like they're not being watched, that they're not being stared at through the fence. It feels good to be down in here. The community around us were nervous that we were going to come in here. Since we've opened, there hasn't been any complaints. They are so happy. In fact, we're probably the nicest thing in the community right now, in the neighborhood. Before we opened, I came by here just before we opened, and we didn't have a fence all the way down, and I drove by one day, and there's like 7 police cars out in our parking lot. I go, oh no, what's going on? So I pull in, and I find out they're not here for us. They're here for a neighbor. They're going to do a bust on a house just a couple of houses away that was a drug house. So we've actually the best thing in the neighborhood. We've brought the neighborhood up. One of the neighbors, when we started cleaning up this area, they started cleaning up their house. It just kind of become contagious. Now the neighbors are really happy with us, and the community's really happy with us. But we had to put the work in to make it look nice, and I really think that's the selling point. If you look at the village, the houses are all the same. They're different colors, but they all neatly organized, well built. There's just this feeling that this is a community, and it is. And it seems like when you have something nice, that the people who live here want to keep it nice. I think you had a talk with Daniel, and he talks about how he's stepped up his own game to keep things looking nice, and that seems to happen a lot.
Well, when a person finally get off the streets, they will come in. They will leave them alone for about a week, so they kind of get used to it. So they can be in their hut, you know, they can sleep maybe a day or two or something rather, but they have to be doing something. This place does not like laziness. They are very strict. You got to do your chores. You got to do your gate watch. So there's no intruders in and out of there, and you got to do your chores by keeping the place looking clean. Each one of us has a certain thing we have to do, and when tourists come in, the place looks clean. Everything's fine the way it's supposed to be. But here, if you don't do what you're told, they give you warnings. They give you like a couple of warnings, and then they'll write out a report, and then the second one, well, you're out for 48 hours to teach you a lesson. You want to be out there again, or you want to stay in? And you come back, make up your mind. If you're going to stay, do what you got to do, you'll stay. If not, then the last one, you're out and don't come back. So
We know that every person that goes into our houses has to follow rules and regulations that we've set up, very strict rules and regulations about how that community of homes will be operated, who's allowed in, what kind of services there will be there, and all of those people will be following the rules and regulations or they won't be part of our community. Hold on, I think we have a question. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Aren't you the same guys that did this over here with the program for the kids going to school?
Chat, yes.
Yeah, how's that work out?
Awesome. We just had one graduate with a master's degree, one graduate with a bachelor's degree, 2 transferring to Chico State. All of them had been homeless prior to that.
Right.
Yeah.
Good neighbors too.
Yes, they are. Well, we work hard at making sure that we have 35 houses in this town.
Do you?
Yeah, well, what we want is people who are looking to be successful, who want to change their life. And these kids that were living here were on the street because of circumstances in their life, whether it was family, whatever it is, and they needed a second chance. And what we did is gave them that opportunity, but they had to step up, and they did. They stepped up.
Yeah, that's excellent. That's excellent. You guys doing a good job.
Thank you.